I'm Stuart Deming, and today we're taking a day trip to Townsend. Townsend is one of the most beautiful mountain towns in the state of Tennessee, and it's right at the base of this beautiful entrance of Cades Cove. In today's video, we're going to eat some great pizza, we're going to see some beautiful mountains, and have some chocolate and some coffee, and also some places to shop and drink some whiskey. Come explore Townsend, Tennessee with us. This little mountain town called Townsend has been named the peaceful side of the Smokies. If you're into eating good food, driving through peaceful valleys, seeing wildlife, drinking whiskey, and attending some incredible festivals, then you just might like Townsend, Tennessee. We recently took a short trip to the Smoky Mountains to record some videos in the town of Pigeon Forge, but there was a snowstorm a few days before our arrival that shut down most of the access to the top of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So on our way back to Nashville, we decided to take a day trip to Townsend. Most people might use Townsend as their base camp for the Smoky Mountains or make it a destination in itself. Either way, it's about 45 minutes from downtown Knoxville and the perfect place to get away from the more tourist side of the Smokies. When we arrived, we stopped by one of our favorite places to eat in the area. If you're coming into Townsend, one of the great restaurants to check out is the Abbey. This is an old church converted into a restaurant. They have an award-winning brisket sandwich, and they've won the best sandwich in the county for 2 years in a row. This is a great stop if you're making your way into Cades Cove or if you're coming down to Townsend for a rafting experience. There's some shopping around here as well, and they also have some great flatbread pizzas. We for sure enjoyed the dishes at the Abbey, but we needed to get some coffee and snacks for the road before heading into our main attraction of the day. This brought us to the Chocolate Bar, just a few steps away from the Abbey. Here we grabbed some coffee, homemade chocolate, and we were off. The main attraction of Townsend for us is a drive through Cades Cove. This is an 11-mile loop within the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. When you're leaving Townsend and coming up to visit Cades Cove, you come up a mountain and then all of a sudden you're in this beautiful valley, literally surrounded 360 degrees by mountains. This is a great area in Tennessee to see some wildlife like deer, elk. There's a wild boar that we've been looking at this entire time, and I'm afraid that he's about to approach me, but I have some chocolate to feed it, so maybe we can negotiate a deal. I give him a piece of chocolate, he ends up on my plate. I think it's a great deal. The best way to experience Cades Cove is literally come up here and drive around the 11-mile loop. Also on this site is the most historic homes that you can find in any national park in the United States. This is an extremely important area of the United States, and it's preserved for you to come see. During the summer months, they offer days where there's no vehicles that can take the Cades Cove loop. This drive could take a few hours, especially if the roads are busy and you stop to look at many of the old structures, so make sure to pack plenty of food and water. This is one of the many historic homes or churches that you can find here in Cades Cove. There's a lot of other different structures, but this is the home of John Oliver. Not to be confused with the comedian John Oliver, because this house was built when America was very young. A great place to wind down and look at all the great pictures you took in Cades Cove is Company Distilling. This distillery is part of the Tennessee Whiskey Trail, and there's another location in Thompson Station, Tennessee. You can come here right before Cades Cove or right after. I prefer exploring Cades Cove, stopping here for a tasting, maybe even a cocktail, and then I enjoy going out to dinner afterwards. We had to quickly get back to Nashville, so we weren't able to stop for dinner on this trip. But on previous trips, we've eaten at Peaceful Side Social and had great experiences and would highly recommend it. If you want a great excuse to visit Townsend, attending one of their many festivals is the way to go. Would you like to have this type of view for your event? Townsend is one of the busiest festival towns in the state of Tennessee. Those festivals include the Bigfoot Festival, the Scottish Games Festival, and the Hot Air Balloon Festival. We have not made our way down for a festival yet, but I have a feeling it won't be long until we are attending most of them. But you don't need a festival to explore Townsend. It's less than 3 hours from Nashville and has some of the best cabins and places to stay on this side of the Smoky Mountains. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date on how you can explore this beautiful state. And if you're in the Smokies and you want to check out some great family-friendly places to visit outside of Townsend, make sure to check out this next video right here.